Now request Ramesh Damani to answer some of the questions related to dividend, share price, and merger, and some others that you raised on finance costs as well. Thank you so much. I'll come back after Ramesh is done. Ramesh.
Yeah. Thanks, Rahul. Issues and clarifications were sought about the timing on merger. So, as shareholders know, we had proposed a scheme, composite scheme for merger of 10 Hathway and TV18 and Network 18. We had filed the scheme with stock exchanges to get their no objection certificate to proceed with the NCLT. We got a letter from stock exchanges that the scheme has to be in compliance with SEBI circulars and SEBI regulations, and then we can again submit it with stock exchanges for their NOC. We are evaluating the road ahead, the options, and we will be taking a call on that shortly. This merger actually is very important. It is creating one of the largest media companies with turnover of more than around 8,000 crores. It will be a very strong balance sheet, almost a net debt-free balance sheet. It will also be creating a lot of synergies between the operations of all the four companies, and overall a very value accretive merger that we are working on. But all this is subject to regulatory approvals, and as shareholders know, and like in these COVID times, and particularly when we have to take multiple approvals, timelines is something which is not within our purview and our control. So no doubt the merger has got a bit delayed, but we are evaluating all the options, and we will be working out the future course of action on this pretty soon, and will be informing the stock exchanges and the shareholders through the stock exchanges. Now, as the company is already going through corporate restructuring, and therefore a dividend or any corporate action at this stage is something which cannot be happening. In any case, the board keeps evaluating all the options for corporate actions like a bonus or dividend or anything like that, and that is something which will happen in due course. Uh, on the performance not reflecting in the share prices. In fact, I'll highlight here that the performance of the company has been improving quarter on quarter, and we have been like pretty good in terms of posting the financial performance. However, market considers several other factors as well. The markets have been impacted by the overall economic scenario. The markets have been impacted, particularly the media sector has been impacted by the overhang of the digital platforms into the traditional linear television channels. Some of our peers had their own particular issues, specific issues, which also has been impacting the market and the valuation of media companies quite significantly. Despite all this, would like to definitely highlight one thing, that on a year-on-year basis, since the last AGM when we met, as we speak today, the stock prices have appreciated by 40%, despite the entire volatility that was there in the market. So, while we keep improving our communications on the financial performance, we are engaging with all the analysts and the market players to make our performance more visible, and to explain any issues and questions that may be around the company's working. And we are taking all those measures which are required from an IR perspective. On the specific questions around finance, there was a question around the foreign exchange outgo exceeding the foreign exchange earnings. So, would just like to emphasize that these foreign exchange outgoes have been under control and have been around this in and around this region for last several years. We have to pay royalties to our brand partners. We also have payments towards transponders, uplinking requirements, etc. So, and like these are kind of fixed costs that we incur towards foreign exchange. Uh, I think that's pretty much, Rahul.
Thank you, Ramesh. Thank you, Rahul. I now